around the league, all around the country, as these teams sport their retro uniforms. The Townsville Suns back in the 90s. Ricky Jones. The Rain Man.
Remus Kurtinitis.
Wow.
Soviet
David Blades wore number 7 for them. He was a youngster from Toowoomba. Made his NBL debut with
let's not
Townsville Suns.
Forget about Mike Mitchell, Andre Lafleur, Eric Bailey doing some work, and even the Larry Senstock, the CEO now in Basketball Australia, was in there in the initial year for the Gold Coast Rollers as Golding knocks down a 3.
That gives the Gold Coast a 13-point lead. Jacob Holmes. Looking like he's got the freedom of when he was at the AIS. Cedar has no choice but to shoot. Somebody's got to shoot it. Peter Crawford gets it up in time. They had more time than they thought. Gibson will slow it down and wait for his on-ball screen. Turns the corner, finds Kadee. Puts it off the glass. He thought he was fouled. No call. Cedar, that was flat. Never looked like it got 10 feet off the ground.
Usually that
looked tired.
That's what I was about to say. Usually that is a sign of fatigue. You saw that line drive by Cedar. I know it's a tough ball to rebound, but the slower defensive transition, 15-point lead now. Starting to get a little beyond the reach until Jacob Holmes steps out for 3 and keeps the Crocs in touch.
Jacob Holmes takes his tally to 11 to go with his 8 rebounds. And that stops a 5-0 run by the Gold Coast. Golding makes it 2 in a row outside the 3-point line. Leads back up to 15. Crawford turning the corner to Cedar. Back to Jacob Holmes, who's got the hot hand.
Jacob Holmes could have turned around and made a short tippy, but he just fades away and still knocks down the tougher fadeaway shot. Jacob Holmes, just a double-double waiting to happen. He's averaging the 12 points and 10 rebounds a game. And tonight, well and truly on track with 13 and 8. And he's been the go-to guy so far this quarter. And he gets subbed out of the game.
And he was one of the guys that looked tired trying to run the floor. This is a fast-paced game. And remember, he hasn't had that many minutes. You can train and stay fit as much as you want, but if you don't have game shape, it's a struggle. Gibson skips it to Golding. Goes strong to the basket, comes up short. Petrie with the offensive rebound and a left-hand putback.
He just wanted it more. Petrie, good read, went to the basket aggressively and just out-hustled. Good determination. That's Petrie's bread and butter. That's what he's renowned for. And he does a good job of up to 6 rebounds now.
Foul away from the ball.
I think it could be on DeLeon on the low block.
I think that's on Adam Gibson.
Adam Gibson had a big mismatch. DeLeon down low, but again, it was away from the ball. I think it was Steve and Adam Gibson trying to guard Peter Crawford.
3.
Blanchfield gets it to Crawford. Gill. Ball's knocked away and the shot clock expires.
Good defense. They've really cranked it up in the second half. The Gold Coast Blaze. Fierce. Every pass being contested, and Joey Wright would be ecstatic with the defensive effort, particularly in this second half.
Golding looking for a teammate. Gets it back out to Dries DeLeon. He turns the corner, skips it back to Adam Gibson. 3 on the shot clock. He gets it off, and the ball will go over to Townsville. Blaze just trying to shut the door on a team that has given them the blues over their last several competitions. Ben Allen into the game for Townsville.
He thought he was fouled. Down low. He's got a big size advantage. And didn't make the most of it on that occasion.
Stephen Hoare with his fall away comes up short. Gill after a good screen out.
Good fake by Eddie Gill. Chris Golding out to the three-point line.
He must have really sold that one. Watch this.
Look at this.
He just creates all kind of space for himself. No driving lane, plenty of driving lane.
Steve, although we've got 6 minutes to go, and we saw the miraculous comeback by the Townsville Crocs last Friday night against the Melbourne Tigers, their body language doesn't look great. You don't get that real sense that they believe. And with the defense the Gold Coast players are playing, it's hard to know who it is that's going to catch fire. Mim's still on the sideline with that poke in the eye.
You need him in there. He's got another good one.
One's good enough, you reckon?
Yeah.
Your depth perception might be a little off.
And they need his presence out there.
Just over 5 to go, Blaze fans.
They need some stops first. De Leon gets to the rim.
That's way too easy. It started out the top. Ben Allen showed. But again, it was the splitting of the screen. Paul Watford, he doesn't like it. And nor should he. When you're down, trying to haul in a large deficit, you've got to do better than that. The Blaze lead at 79-63.
Chip windscreen? Quick, jump online to o'brienglass.com.au. It's so easy. You just simply select your preferred day, time and location to have your glass fixed. Visit o'brienglass.com.au now.
O'Brien. It's Christmas freebie time at Radio Rentals. Rent a massive fridge for less than $3 a day. And get a $100 Woolworths gift card to celebrate Christmas. There's heaps of freebies right across the range. So hurry, call Radio Rentals now on 131 181.
Yeah, come on. If you want
We're
some
back.
merchandise.
Gold Coast putting on a little bit of a show, not just there, but on the court in the first 3 quarters. Especially that third quarter, Andrew. The intensity was lifted up on the defensive end, but very aggressive on the offense, really spreading out that defense. Townsville struggling with that on-ball screen. Once Adam Gibson or Jason Kadee or Adrice De Leon spread the defense out, they can get anything they want.
They have tonight, and it was almost a little embarrassing, that last one, the ease at which they're able to get to the basket. And really, I think that the loss of Mims in that third period, you saw the start of that period, they went to him, he had 4 straight points and looked like they'd found another option other than just blazing away, pardon the pun. But they've taken 21 three-point attempts, and it's been respectable for the Townsville Crocs. 8 of 21, no disgrace in that from the three-point line. But have a look at this down the other end, 9 of 18, 50% from the three-point line for the Gold Coast Blaze.
Crawford with a tough 3 that's online, just hits the back of the rim.
And, you know, now that's what they need. They need someone to catch fire from deep. Has Eddie Gill. Hits another real deep one. But that's what they need. This deficit, knock in a couple of threes, get it down to single figures as quick as you can. Get the Gold Coast Blaze thinking about it. And give yourself a chance. It's a long shot, but
Shot clock down the floor. James Harvey's got to give one up. Shoots a long bomb off the mark. Worthington trying to sell a push in the back. Peter Crawford looked like he was getting the James Harvey step back going. Early in the offense, no need to panic like that.
Will Hudson going to show he gets called for the foul, and Joey Wright wouldn't be all that upset because the intent and the aggressive nature in the context of this game, you know, is showed what they're still keeping their focus on their defensive end.
Gold Coast got a piece of that. That's why it wasn't a backcourt violation. Cedar trying to get to the rim, puts it off the glass softly. Still, no need to panic for the Gold Coast, but they could use a score right here.
They're on a charge, the Crocs, and this is their last roll of the dice. A couple more stops, and they're right back in it. Off the ball foul. Peter Crawford trying to fight through the screen of Chris Golding. Crawford doesn't like it.
Timeout on the floor. Paul Woodward wants to have a chat with the referee. There's a...
See that at the top of the screen?
Yeah, it was a bit high.
He didn't need to do that. I think clearly Golding took a dive, but Crawford probably didn't need just to raise that elbow like that.
Happening in January the 7th, the Sydney supporters trip.
Well, they need a lot of things to go their way. They're running out of time. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Down by 11. It's not impossible, but they need to get some stops.
Right now, attack everything offensively. Defensively, let's continue to stay up, pick them up full court, stay in the red. I like that. Everyone else is in the green. Okay? Push every possession. Spot up, knock it down. Get the ball on the side. Hey, one time, look at this. When you just come over there and he's yo-yoing, whoever it is you, just come over there and trap him immediately. Weak side, just come hug the paint. Before the screen. Before he's over there bullshitting around, come get it. Hey, let's go get this thing, fellas. Let's go.
Eddie Gill realising the urgency of the situation and how the Gold Coast players are going to be very clock conscious. And just in that advice there, when he's guarding the ball handler, and even before the screen gets set, just go ahead and go run a double, okay, a random double on the ball carrier. And that's pretty good advice in these circumstances when you're trailing it by 11 with 4 minutes to go. And as you heard from Paul Wolford, pretty basic instructions about the need to get quick shots and be super aggressive on the offensive end.
Worthington gets it back to Petrie. Timely basket. I'm not sure if that's how they diagrammed it. It's a good result for them. Lansfield is a little uncomfortable with the handle, but he gets the job done. Gets it into the front court. Barely for Townsville. Gill goes hard to the rim. He'll go to the line for two. And he does exactly what his coach instructed him to do. Be aggressive immediately when you get the ball.
He is a handful. He's got more strength, not quite as quick as DeLeon, but still with that control and body control. He's shaking and banging. That quick first step just with that strength enables him to get into the paint and draw the foul. He is just a little bowling ball. Strong.
He's got a great handle on it as well. And there's that statistic that you like so much. Late in the game free throws when they have to be made. Whether you're trying to stage a comeback or you're trying to fight off a comeback, they need to be made. And he looks the type of player that loves the challenge. He drills them both, no sweat, still 11-point game. After Petrie's little chippy off the glass was good on the last possession. De Leon. Cedar gets it to Holmes and back to Cedar.
Good play by Mark Worthington just to go straight up and put some pressure on that shot.
And a great no call. Goulding goes strong to the basket, protected well. Leads back up to 13. It's not over. But everything has to go by the way of Townsville. Gill gets to the rim again, but can't get the finish.
Gill clearly taking matters into his own hands offensively. Last couple of plays just relying on the penetration. Given that, you think the next couple of times the penetration and dish, clearly the Gold Coast Blaze seeing what's happening and spot some guys up, try and knock down a 3-ball. And the 3-ball really is becoming essential right now as they trail it by 13.
They get it to DeLeon. It's hard to pressure him.
There's that double team they spoke about. This time it was Jacob Holmes running up. DeLeon good enough to get the ball out of his hands real quick. Peter Crawford on that foul. He fouls out of the game. 5th personal foul. He leaves the game with 12 points. He battled hard. 12 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. Had the 4 rebounds and 3 assists. So solid performance by PC tonight.
DeLeon. Long 3 comes up short. Another offensive rebound. Golding with the putback, no good. Petrie has it knocked away. Maybe we should have run a bit more clock off. Cedar bumps, creates some space, gets to the rim for 2, and it's back to 11. And that is as close as Townsville have been able to get. Looks like this has been conceded. Golding, Worthington behind the 3-point line, comes up short. Cedar's got to get it up in a hurry, gets it to his brother. Extra pass to Jacob Holmes from the corner, comes up short.
It's a big win for the Gold Coast Blaze. Huge expectations on the pre-season. Many people tipping them to win the championship this season. Got off to a slow start, but since DeLeon's been here a couple of weeks now, he's clearly feeling a lot more comfortable, and he's going to be a handful for teams to guard. 6 tonight already.
Because he's too hard to guard.
He is too hard to guard. He's got the 17 points. And looking to build on that from the free throw line.
You got some words for him. He doesn't mind a little jaw jacking either.
Well, we might just have a little chat to him at the end of the game and see if he's willing to show what sort of confidence he has.
In the Al Green nature. Legendary Adelaide 36er. Now that we're in our heritage round here, one of the greats who played for one of the greatest teams in Adelaide. 1986 team. As Cedars foul, they'll go to the line. Of course, last night we honored one of the greatest teams, the 93 Melbourne Tigers.
Oh, yes. Please.
The
Adelaide
36ers, of course, are always in that conversation. The Brisbane Bullet team.
Was it the 2003 Sydney Kings when they had Hammer, they had Matty Nielsen, Chris Williams,
Kavasi Franklin?
Yes, indeed. Led by the guru, Brian Gorgian.
Yeah, that was right up there. And that Brisbane team with Bradkey and C.J. Bruton and Abby Arad, Sam McKinnon.
Stephen Black.
Yeah, I would probably give the nod to that one.
Joey did a good, similar things to what Joey did. He was so deep with that roster he had. And he had that extended defense just as a nightmare. Remember in that final series against the Melbourne Tigers, just wore him down with that extended full court pressure defense. You're seeing it, he's got different personnel right now, but same principles are applying. Chris Goulding checks out of the game. Goulding.
Well, this one's in the bag, so I just want to say one more thing about that Brisbane team. Remember the people they used to bring off the bench? They used to bring Dylan Boucher off.
I think Mark Radke came off the bench.
Mark Radke came off the bench. Mick Hill.
Dusty might have had a little bit of a run as well. He might have been a starter, that Dusty Riker.
They were absolutely loaded. And that extended extended pressure sometimes would work better with that second unit. Jacob Holmes gets it to Chris Cedar, and that's thrown out by Mark Worthington.
Cedar looking for the goaltend, but good rise by Mark Worthington. Quiet game by Wortho tonight, but he's done the intangibles, the little things. Have a look at the replay there. Just going up, and good call, still on the upward motion.
Gill from the baseline. Wortho pulls down the board and stripped by the good hands of Gill. Extra pass to Cedar. He got shoot in. Gets it to Blanchfield. Well, there you go. Good decision for him. De Leon's trap. Gill still giving this thing 100% effort. Chris Cedar from the baseline and slips. Too much energy the Gold Coast Blaze had for the Townsville Crocs tonight. And that'll be it. Crowd raises to their feet. The people that have made